Hello YouTube, this is the one and only Damian Moody, and today is February 1st, 2017. The time is 9:41 a.m. Clearly, I wasn't supposed to be doing a second video no time soon until I do my review and whatever the hell else I'm supposed to be doing. But I decided to do a video to let y'all in on a little something I am doing. Now, clearly, I have been always wanting to be an author and do my own books, mainly fiction. I have been writing ever since I was like 10 years old, writing in school and always buying always buying composition books and different books. Like, I used to write stories on computers. I used to have little notebooks around the house. I always was writing stories. And I just never got the chance to put my own book out yet. So clearly, I decided to work on a little piece that I was working on like a few years ago. But, I just couldn't get it finished. So I switched it up. And a little incident happened that made me want to work on this piece again. And the piece is called Red Lipstick and Pistols. Clearly, Red Lipstick and Pistols is about a feminine male who could be transgender or could just be feminine. I haven't decided that yet. But it's about a feminine male who gets into a lot of dramatic situations, and he feels like he's just always getting into something, and people think just because he don't always defend himself at the right time, he's just sweet and he's a little punk and a little bitch or whatever. So clearly, the reason why I named it Red Lipstick and Pistols is because, of course, the red lipstick is because he's feminine. He likes to act feminine like a female, and he put on wigs and get his eyebrows done. As y'all can see, my eyebrows still done, and they trying to grow back. And sometimes I put on my wigs, and you might catch me in some lipstick or whatever. And pistols is because I know how to defend myself, and I'm not no one's bitch or punk. But this story, well, it's two different sides of Red Lipstick and Pistols. There's a little story about an incident that happened, and then there's my book that I'm going to be working on in the future, which is going to be the same name as this little story I have. What I'm trying to say is I have a true story, and then I have a fictional story that's somewhat kind of based on a true story that I have. So I'm going to give y'all a little piece of the true story. So I decided to work on this little note, because on Facebook they got this thing called Create a Note. So I decided to work on this little note called Red Lipstick and Pistols. And now here I'm going to read it for y'all. And after I'm done, I'll finish off the video. So before I said, please after y'all finish watching the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what y'all think about the story, and would it be a good idea to make a fictional version for my book I want to work on. Now here it goes. This is Red Lipstick and Pistols, which was created by me, Damian Christopher Moody, on Wednesday, February 1st, 2017. It's funny how bitches always got my name in their mouth. So here's a little something I like to call Red Lipstick and Pistols. It had to be sometime around 2011 or 2012 when I became somewhat cool with this little dust bucket ass bitch. But then again, it might have been 2010, but I can't fully remember. Throughout my time being somewhat cool with this bitch, she had 3 different boyfriends. The late night booty call who left her ass walking home alone after one of his basketball games who she claimed she was with a while before she went out with my little brother, and then had a down low, open-minded boyfriend who was secretly bisexual and terrible, and she sucked his dick in the eye, waited. The same night their asses was on my porch, and she kissed him dead in the lips. And then she had a boy she had a crush on, claimed they was together when they was younger, but his weirdo ass never claimed the bitch, but yet claimed her friend turned worse enemy. Somehow, after years and years of us beefing, getting into heated arguments that almost turned to fights and at times had police involved, Facebook beef, and the list goes on and on. I go outside one night with a friend of mine at the time and realized that she was outside. I mean, she as in the person that this whole incident, this whole story is targeting. Where was I at? I'm going to start over. I go outside one night with a friend of mine at the time and realized that she was outside with a group of... No, I apologize. Oh my god, I apologize because I'm fucking up. So no, it wasn't. So that's not she I was referring to. She was this friend of mine at the time. I do apologize for that. But anyway, let me clear up the story. So I'm going to say it all over again. I do apologize. I go outside one night with a friend of mine at the time and realized she was outside with a group of people. Some I somewhat was cool with, and others I did not fuck with at the time. She wanted me to come outside with her, although it was a short time of her being outside because it was getting late, and after all of this talking and carrying on, it ends up being just me and this bitch outside. Clearly it had to be damn near 11 p.m. because because we was the only two outside talking about our past heated fights, arguments, and how we were all grown up and how we should change our old ways and try to make the block peaceful since we both live on the same block together. And then I put a little side note that says, I wish I knew what I knew now because this was her way of getting her hands on my little brother because at the time her older sister was smutting and trying to get with my older brother, which was a total fail, laughing my ass off. And then I finished off with, and I would later find out all her previous friends turned their backs on her and left her alone on the porch reading books and drawing by herself with no friends and nobody to talk to. Moments later, she got called in the house, and we told each other we would finish off the next day. We had finished where we left off. Alright. The next night comes and we back on the porch finishing off where we left the previous night. It had to be the weekend because her open-minded friend was spending the night with at his grandmother's house, and he came down to join our little porch conversation. The same night is the mystery night that he kissed her on my porch, and they went in the alleyway to do the nasty. And then the next morning, he went around telling everybody he pulled out his. He pulled out his stuff. I'm not gonna say what I put because it's already getting a little crazy. And she sucked it, which to this day most of us do not know if it's true or not. But with the way she's going, it could be true. We've been cool for a while after all of that, but somehow her and my little brother, who is just a few years older than her, got into a relationship which I could not believe when I first seen them together. Ever since her and my little brother got into this relationship, shit has been going on and off with us, and I begin to realize I never should have been so cool and so close with this young thought-ass bitch. The bitch, I'm so crazy with the stories I come up with. Alright, so I'm going to finish reading, but I'm going to tell y'all. So, people been warning me over and over and over not to be so cool, but I don't listen. Because it started off with a friend of mine at the time. A lot of stuff was going on. The block has fights, it has arguments and stuff like that. And it just got to a point that we was just like, we all in the same block, so why are we arguing? We gonna have to see each other every single day. And we shouldn't be fighting each other when we live on the same block. We should be fighting motherfuckers coming on our block trying to fight us. That's what we should be doing. So, of course, I just realized I got set up ever since then. I should never have went outside because I didn't fuck with anybody outside. I still had my iffy feelings about the friend I had anyway. And I just knew ever since I went outside, us two ended up being the only ones outside. I just knew I was being set up from that day on. Alright, now I'm going to finish the story. This bitch been invited to my mom and dad wedding, my dad's funeral, and other family events we may have had, and she just won't go away. Even after about 2 years ago, this bitch had the whole block fighting and beefing over some bullshit she got at my brother into, which led to the police being involved, and then a violent fight the next day that also happened to be a shootout, which was also police involved, and the reason why a lot of shit happened. I'm not going to say what happened because that's just that. I do not want to continue to dwell on the past, so let me fast forward this shit. So most currently, I am asleep and I wake up due to a bright light burning my eyes. And I get some information. This poem is already too long, so I'm not reading what I really wrote. I'm just trying to make it short. Well, story, not poem. I get a little information about what happened last night. So clearly this little bitch was told that I be too loud when I'm downstairs in my own house doing my little YouTube videos and singing and dancing whatsoever. So her boyfriend decides to tell her a lot of shit. And that's just one of the things that was brought up. And like I said before, I have wrote a lot of shit that I'm not telling because the poem is already too long. I'm just trying to make it short. So where was I at? So clearly her little boyfriend told her when he tries to go to sleep, I'll be too loud. Which is none of her business anyway. So she was talking to her little friends about what I'm too old to be doing. Now you may understand why I titled this Lipstick and Pistols. If not, let me share with you. Bitch has been testing me my whole life, and sometimes I think they think that just because I'm feminine and I wear my wigs, eyeliner, I might go get my eyebrows done, and sometimes I might slide on some damn lipstick or lip gloss or whatever, that I cannot handle myself. They see me as this little sweet fairy who seems to forget, they seem to forget that I was born in West Philly, raised between West Philly, Southwest Philly, Darby, and North Philly. And I've been through a lot of shit in my life. Clearly this bitch must have forgot what happened the last time a motherfucker tried to test me my feeling due to her stupid ass being a smut and a bully. And I finished it with saying, bitch, let the games begin. So, the reason why I made this story is because I'm just sick and tired of people always worrying about what Damien's doing and shit like that. Just because someone out of my house told you something that goes on in my house, don't mean you go around telling everybody about what I'm doing in my motherfucking house. Because clearly, I don't fuck with none of them around, wherever she was at. I'm not cool with none of them. If I see them, I might speak and hi, hey, hello, how you doing, whatever. But I don't be outside with none of these motherfuckers around here. So clearly, I'm just like, why the hell are you so worried about what the hell I'm doing in my own house? Yeah, I get on Facebook, and sometimes when I don't feel like being in my bedroom all the time, I come downstairs in my dining room, I sit down, I plug my laptop up, and make sure it's charged. I do my videos, and then when I'm done my videos, I might get on YouTube and sing and do whatever. So I'm just saying, like, why is you so worried about what the hell I'm doing? Don't you got your own life to live? Ain't you doing your own thing? I'm not worrying about you. You don't see me making Facebook videos and posts about you. You don't see me doing nothing or mentioning your name. If someone tell me something that you are involved in, I say what I gotta say. I have my opinion, and that's that. But you don't see me going around telling everybody what you do in your house. You don't see me going around telling everybody about your little situation, which I could put on blast, because I seriously don't give a fuck. I have my own life. I have my own shit that I regret doing. It's a lot of shit I regret doing. I didn't put people on blast before. I didn't make some Facebook posts. I didn't talk shit bad about people I could call family. I done a lot of crazy shit. Some I regret, some I give no fucks about, and I'll do it again if the situation ever happened again. Because that's what I do when I defend myself. If someone come for me, I send for them 1,000,000 times harder. Just like this bitch came for me, so this video is clearly for you. But anyway, so it's just like, this is what happens when you've been beefing with someone for so long, and then out of nowhere y'all become cool or whatnot. Like, you can't trust everybody. And I was so young and dumb. We was beefing for years. Like, ever since I first came to North Philly, we was beefing. And my dumb ass, all because now she ain't got no friends and she needs some friends. I go outside with someone. I go outside with someone who was a friend of mine at the time, and she like, come outside, you always in the house, everybody just out on the porch chilling, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. So I go outside, I'm like, fuck it, everybody chilling, ain't no beefing, ain't no arguing, ain't no drama. Next thing I'm motherfucking know, we the only two left outside. I could have went my ass in the house and said, alright, well, everybody in the house, but I was like, no. This is the only night we could be cool. Ain't nobody beefing, ain't nobody fighting, so I'll stay out for a few more minutes until everybody really decides to go in the house because it's getting too late. I should have known from that first night that was the wrong decision, because we've been through so fucking much. Every other day we see each other, we was fighting, we was beefing, we was arguing. And my dumbass ended up being the one that ended up being little Miss friendly and everything. And I've been warned so many times. People were saying, stay away, stay away. Y'all have been beefing for so long, so why y'all being friends now and everything? And I should have known, because ever since then, next thing you know, after a while of us being cool, the beefing continued. Then we cool again. Then it continued. Then we cool again. Then it continued. Then we cool again. But my thing is, if I'm not worried the fuck about you, why are you so worried about me and telling everybody what the fuck I do in my house? Because clearly, what you need to do is worry about your own situation and leave me the fuck alone. Because I really don't care for you. I don't talk about you. I really don't care. And like I said before, if anyone fucking have a topic coming up and your name just happened to be mentioned, I'll say what I gotta say and I keep it moving. Because I'm not just going to sit there and be quiet. I'm just say what I gotta say and I keep it moving. I'm not about to sit here and just continue letting someone who don't even know shit that I do just keep talking shit. I'm going to do me. I'm going to continue doing my YouTube videos. I'm going to continue doing what I like to do, which is wear wigs, and sometimes I do reviews for them and sometimes I don't. I'm going to continue doing my little singing covers and my dancing covers when I get a chance to feel like it. And I also have plans, because I will be moving soon, and I also have plans to do a lot more with my YouTube videos. I have plans to become a YouTube famous one of these days, and I will have my co-stars with me in the videos. I might have some family members who might jump in and add their little whatever they want to talk about. Who knows? But I'm not about to sit here and continue letting bitches run their mouth about me and act like they know what the fuck I do when clearly they need to mind their own business and sit in their own lane. Because I'm not worrying about you, so you have no right to your worry about me. Especially telling I'm too old to be doing something. Bitch, ain't you too young to be doing what you do? Don't worry about me. Because I got a lot of shit I could say, which I'm not going to say in this video because it's not even worth it. I'm just going to correct myself and I'm going to clear the fucking air. I don't worry about you, so don't worry about me. Don't say anything. Don't put my name in your motherfucking mouth because if you really wanted to go down that road again and go back to like around 2012 and 2011, the time we was beefing and always arguing, I could really put some fucking stories out there that nobody know about. And if I put those stories out on my YouTube, shit really would have got real. Shit, I put all that shit out on fucking Spice Gang and everything, and I will clearly say names, which I'm not doing. Because it's clearly no one's business, but I will tell the story. But I'm not going to say no names, bitch. If you want me to, we could get to saying names, and I could tell way more stories than what this little red lipstick and petals tells. So anyway, moving on from that story, I decided to do a fictional version of Red Lipstick and Petals. Because I just think that Red Lipstick and Petals would be a good book for me to work on. It's just a fictional version of some shit that I've been through in my life, and probably I might add some fictional versions of what family members and friends been through in their lives. But y'all just see a fictional version of a lot of true shit, and the only reason why I don't want it to be a true story is because I don't want to mess up on the story and add some shit. Y'all know how people do biopics and they always trying to add some extra shit that really didn't happen that way. Or shit that was said that really wasn't said that way. So I decided that I was going to base Red Lipstick and Petals off of some true stories, but that's not what the book is going. I'm not going to put based on a true story in the book, and you're just going to read Red Lipstick and Petals. It's going to be a fictional story, and then when I promote my book and my book come out, and everybody asks me what is the book about, then that's when I'll tell them I decided to do a fictional version. That's where I got my stories from. I did a fictional version of shit that happened in my life and people that been around me life, and most of the book may be based on this true story about what I just gave y'all. But it's gonna be a whole fictional it's gonna be a whole fictional version. It will be a LGBT related book. There is some transgender characters in the book. There are some lesbian characters, some straight characters, some gay characters, and so on and so on. But the book is going to be fiction. Everyone will have different names, so no one would know who their characters are unless they really pay attention, and they gonna be like, well, they have it in my life. Well, then now you know which character is based off of you. So other than that, I am done talking. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about my truthful Red Lipstick and Petals story. Tell me what you think about, should I do a fictional version for my novel? And I'll get back to y'all. And there will be a part 2 of this Red Lipstick and Petals story, which I'll be talking more about the book version. But I just don't feel like making this video all that long because it's already about like 24 minutes long. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll get back to y'all later with my review that I'm doing in the future, and also more about Red Lipstick and Petals.